Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel, and he's going to get this inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
8 yards on the pickup.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
To kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Murray Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
54, right there, 54.
Murray now. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Come on. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch.
Play fake. Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
50 seconds to Mike. Come on. Hey. 57 is the Mike. Watch 57. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense.
Take over
1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Cardinals nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Burton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the 1st quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Complete.
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Jordan Hicks.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the good.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Tighten up. Watch the safety creep. Watch who you got. Watch the twins.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And his guys are going to take over at at the 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in it.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jordan Phillips able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
San Francisco.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Mostert. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
57, Mike 57.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Watch 54, watch 54. Here we go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check safety, check safety. Check, check, check.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Murray now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. They can't hang with us.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
57. Mike, 57. Pick it up. Hey, shit. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go.
From the gun, Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That'll be a gain of 16, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And the 49er first down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Murray flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Kirk complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Elliott. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball carried by the wide receiver.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run it with Elliott. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got Burton here. And he'll get nothing out of that one. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Steps away, and he's going to keep it here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
57 to Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a short return to the 6-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. To give him 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Elliott, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Touchdown, defense. Slam.
They go to Elliott again. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Cardinals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Here's Murray. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First down, Murray letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
57, come on.
To throw again, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The tackle.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. The Cardinals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Watch 57's mine. Watch QB drop.
Here's Murray. This will be caught at about the 6. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Arizona. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Niners 27, Cardinals 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now it's Peterson. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Michael Burton, the fullback, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That catch good for only a couple.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. This is Elliott. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Made at the 21-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Murray now to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
54.
To throw is Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
The 43-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert, and he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at at their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let